Hello, Daniel. Good to see you. First, I'd like to congratulate you on your summit. It's very exciting to see what you've accomplished. To start with, maybe you could start by talking about yourself and your journey of finding yourself and achieving self-mastery.
Oh, thank you, Liz. And I really appreciate you coming on the summit and helping out. You've been a wonderful friend for many years. Thank you for all your support and help with this too. To answer your question about myself, I've been on this journey now for over 30 years, and trying to find myself, my life purpose, figure out who I am, breaking out of all these limitations everybody else is. I've had a lot of fears growing up. I come from a really dysfunctional, rigid family where everything had to be a certain way. My dad was a perfectionist. I wasn't allowed to talk back. I felt silenced. My whole life growing up, I felt silenced. I couldn't speak up. I couldn't say anything. I always had to go along with the flow. And many things growing up, I was always told what to do, what to think, what to say. And then as an adult, I had to figure out, who am I? And that kind of put me on this journey for many years, about 30 years of trying to find my life purpose, my voice. And this summit that I helped create here is all about helping people find their voice, their purpose, helping people who may have felt either silenced, suppressed, held back in a way, either in their jobs, their career, their family, their religion, their upbringing. They may have experienced type of trauma and they don't know how to get out of it or how to get better or how to break out of all that and be a better version of themselves and live a more happy, joyous life. We kind of brought on 27 speakers plus myself to really inspire people of hope. I mean, a lot of these speakers are really amazing. They have these incredible stories of how much they've suffered when they were younger, and they're able to find a way to break out of it. And by hearing that story, it's a real inspiration of hope that when you keep hearing the same story again and again in different ways from different people, it's possible for them, it's possible for you. And that's what happened to me. I'm now a life coach and energy healer. I started learning how to heal myself when I was younger. And after taking many classes, many programs over the years, such as Reiki, pranic healing, angel healing, NLP, hypnosis, emotion code, EFT tapping, all these wonderful modalities to heal myself. And what happened is that after taking all these different classes and programs for many years, later on, people start saying, well, why don't you start helping other people? Because you learned all these different skills, you could be helping a lot of people. And it kind of dawned on me, I should be doing that. When people first started telling me that, I was too afraid. I had a lot of fear of putting myself out there. And that's what I want to talk about today, because I am afraid of putting myself out there, afraid of being seen, afraid of being heard because of my, it was really verbally abusive childhood. And it was difficult for me to do that. I had to wind up healing myself of those limiting beliefs and emotions I had of that it wasn't safe to be seen, it wasn't safe to be heard. I was afraid to do anything. I couldn't even create a basic YouTube video. It was difficult. It was very challenging. I had to work on healing myself in that. And then I wound up again doing the same thing for my clients. I'm here to share my story about that. And I'm very excited about this because I've learned many amazing things. And now I'm helping people all the time break through their barriers, their, letting go of their fears, their limitations. And it's really exciting. And I don't want people to suffer like I did. I suffered tremendously because when I was younger, I didn't know what was possible. I thought I was screwed. I thought I was a total failure, that I could never do anything right. And I didn't want other people to go through what I had to go through. Life is meant to be fun and joyous and happy, not about suffering and misery. And it took me a long time to learn how to shift out of that because I didn't know how. Now that I do know how, I can help other people shift, doing it one session or sometimes even minutes, literally, have incredible positive shifts, let go of the past, whether they had a past trauma or a breakup in a relationship, or they have these limiting beliefs about themselves, of their capabilities. And I feel different now. I'm a totally different version of myself than I was years ago because I keep working on myself.
Yeah. Well, it's really interesting how hardships can really set people up for success later in their life. And you're certainly a testament to that. I've seen of your journey, and it's really great to see where you are now. It's beautiful. Tell me, what makes this summit unique compared to other growth events that we've seen before?
It's unique because we have 28 speakers. Each one of them has different backgrounds, really different backgrounds. They live in different parts of, America. There are a few speakers we have in Australia and New Zealand. They've, lived here in the United States. And even though people may be talking about the same topic, there's different perspectives. And you have people from all walks of life, different types of coaches, healers, even entertainers, entrepreneurs, professional speakers, and they give so much value. The summit is all about delivering much value to the people, the audience, the people listen to it. That's what really makes this different. And each speaker has free gifts for the audience. And a lot of speakers spend a lot of time working on their free gifts to, again, give so much value to people, help them out as much as possible. And, by watching the interviews and claiming your gifts, you can decide if you want to work with that speaker even further. A lot of the speakers have, you can work one-on-one or their programs. And it said the stories of these speakers is really a testament to show the possibilities that there's hope for everybody. And it's really amazing. I mean, I interviewed, all the speakers, and I even cried because it's just amazing what people had to go through, how much misery, or just breaking out these limitations. People just didn't have the opportunities they do have now, and are able to break out of it. And to see that it's such a message of positivity and hope. We live in a world now where a lot of people are negative, they complain all the time. So that's what's really different about the summit. I mean, all the speakers are really authentic. They're special in their own way, and they really care about helping people so much. This was really a labor of love to help everybody out there, in our communities that are seeking help.
That's amazing. That's amazing. The people that are going to attend this, how do you hope that this summit will impact those people that are going to be watching?
Well, I hope first of all, by just listening to these people's stories, whether it's mine or else's, that you get inspired. Again, I mean, there's a lot of people there that are suffering. Either they're stuck at a job that they hate, or they don't have a job, or they don't get a career, they don't know what to do, they feel confused. They may have suffered some type of trauma in early childhood, or even recently, they may have had a bad breakup in a relationship. And these are, life events, life situations that can be really difficult to deal with. And a lot of people, they don't know what to do. They don't have the support. And I'm hoping that the audience can feel a little bit more support, and that they're not alone in this world. There's other people that, that have been through a lot. To hear how people turn things around. Each speaker gives advice of how they turn things around, how to help each find their life purpose, their voice. And you're gonna get so much value listening to every single interview in the summit.
This is really important for the people to find their voice and develop self-mastery in this world today. This is going to impact them in that way. Is that correct?
Exactly. That's our goal, is to help people find their voice and purpose in life.
And does connecting with others and building a community play a role in transformation?
Especially if you had a more difficult life, you're very challenged, or even trauma, that can be very difficult to deal with by yourself. This platform, the summit, it's building a community. And the first step is just, bringing these different speakers from all walks of life, different cultures, different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different career paths. I mean, we have a few speakers that have worked in the entertainment field in Hollywood and movies. We have people that came from very poor backgrounds, that they, had nothing, and now they're millionaires. It's really amazing. It's important to have community to support, because I don't believe life is meant to be lived alone. And, life is difficult these days. Almost everybody I know is under a lot of stress. And again, it's either dealing with their finances, their family, their relationships. And to get that support gives you that voice and clarity, what you need to develop your own life purpose.
Right. Amazing. What advice would you give to who's just starting their journey to find their voice?
If you're starting your journey and you don't know what to do, I will first tell you to watch all the videos, all the interviews in the summit. And so we have really incredible people who are very knowledgeable, very skilled, professional coaches, healers that can give you tremendous amount of advice. That's my first recommendation. We have a wealth of information that's free to listen to everybody. A lot of people gives a lot of value, a lot of advice. I mean, to me, a lot of it's having awareness of, what's really going on and to be truthful and honest about your situation. And then after that, after you have that awareness, start thinking about your vision. What is it you do want to do in life? If you don't have a life purpose now, what is it you do want to do? And start creating realistic goals. Start doing your research. If you want to change careers, start researching different careers, or even, talking to people in the careers that you may want to go to, or if you want to be an entrepreneur, talk to a few entrepreneurs, and get advice from them. You'll be surprised just reaching out to people on media, how a lot of times people will be offering to give you type of help or advice. Don't be afraid to reach out to people that, that you kind of wish you can be in their shoes in a way, as far as career is concerned.
Right. And oftentimes it's about following your heart and your passion for what you really want to do in life, what makes you happy. Yeah, right. Why do you think many people struggle then to express themselves and achieve self-mastery?
People struggle because a lot of people are too afraid. They want them to and stuff. And again, a lot of people don't have a community. They don't have support. They don't really have a lot of people they can talk to. They can speak their authentic truth. And we're hoping to change that through, this summit.
And these attendees, would you say they can maximize the value? You mentioned that there's gifts that each presenter is going to be offering of their services. And how can they maximize the value and get what they can get from the participation in this summit?
You can really maximize, again, the most out of a summit is that, again, watch all the interviews. Each speaker has their own profile page on the summit website, and check out each profile of this, and there you'll see the gift that they're offering. And a lot of times you can download it for free. That's really the first step. If you're busy, in the audience, you don't have time to watch all the interviews during the week of the summit, then definitely purchase our VIP package. The VIP access is only a nominal fee of $37. Gives you access to all 28 video recordings, as well as transcripts, including other workbooks that people register for free won't get. The people who register for free can only watch the videos for up to 24 hours after they're published online. And then if they want to watch it later on, they'll need to get VIP access. If you really want to maximize it and you're busy, you don't have the time to watch interviews each day, I highly recommend you purchase the VIP access. And I suggest when you do watch these interviews, get a pad and paper and write notes, because again, a lot of these speakers are delivering a tremendous amount of value and insights about how they overcome their own adversity and limitations. It's a good idea to write notes when you listen to the speakers talk, because in these busy days, it's very easy to forget. So it's a really good idea to write things down and write notes about what the speakers have to say.
I'm sure you're going to be really busy after this summit. What's next for you after this summit? Do you have any upcoming projects or plans?
We're already working on a few more summits we're going to do next year. We're creating a podcast that we're very excited about. That's called Impact and Inspire. It's about interviewing people who are making type of impact or inspiring others to do good things in life. The podcast is very exciting. And we're going to have more summits, again, to keep supporting the different communities people in need as much as we can within our possibilities. And I have a new program that is coming out as well. It's called It's Safe to Be Seen program, and safe to be put yourself out there. It's a program where I offer 5 sessions for people that, I work with them one-on-one to help them let go of the fears, the judgments about being seen, any, this inner criticism they may have, any other limiting beliefs or emotions, whether it's fear or shame or feeling you're not good enough to put yourself out there. I have, learned many different techniques through life coaching as well as different energy healing that I combine into my own system that is extremely powerful. And I'm often can help people get through major breakthroughs. They can feel safe and seen. This program's all about helping other people. There's a lot of people out there that want to put themselves out there, either on TikTok, YouTube. They may want to be a coach or a healer or an entrepreneur even. They're too afraid. They have a lot of fear and they don't know how to overcome that fear. And I'm an expert in helping people go that, the anxiety in a really fast way. I have this really special package and offering a summit deal. There's more details below this video. There'll be a link to that program they're offering. Again, it's 5 one-on-one sessions in that program for each. And how I do things differently is that because I'm confident that I can help everybody, offer a money back guarantee, which in the self-development industry, it's almost unheard of. Almost no life coaches or energy healers offer people a money back guarantee. Ideal. If any people are not happy after the 5 sessions, if they don't feel I was able to help them out enough, I'll give them 100% the money back, no hassles, because I'm self-confident that I can help people achieve results. I understand how it is that, people want to know, is there a guarantee? Work with me. Yes, there is a guarantee that I can achieve results that in terms of being safe, to be seen and safe and putting yourself out there. I definitely invite you to reach out, have a free consultation if you want to ask me any questions after the summit about this program. I know it will work for everybody because every single one I've worked with in the last couple of years thinks about the coaching and energy healing work that I do for them is really amazing. I haven't had anybody said that, they didn't benefit out of it. I know it will help every single that wants help. I mean, I can't force anybody, to shift or to change if they don't want to change. If you do have that desire, I can meet you where you're at with that and help you as much as I can through my life coaching and energy healing.
Well, I have to say I have experienced many of your tools, and when I needed to shift, you were the first I thought of to reach out to. And every time I really felt it, and it was successful and has moved me forward on my own journey. And I'm really appreciative of that. I can recommend your work to anyone very confidently.
Thank you, Liz, for saying that. I really appreciate that. It's always been wonderful working with you. You're very appreciative of all my help, and you're very kind. I only wish good things for you on your journey as well. And you're an amazing healer too. I know you work with different systems.
Yes, I do.
You're an
Thank
energy
you.
healer, and you do a bunch of other things as well.
Yes, I do. Okay, well, with that, is there anything else that you'd to say to the viewers?
I mean, I really think that if people have a desire that they want to change and shift, there's definitely a lot of hope out there. A lot of, again, when I was a lot younger, I thought I was screwed. I thought I was going to suffer my whole life. I thought I'd be miserable at desk job. That's all I able to do. Not being appreciated, not being heard. I mean, I've had pretty bad jobs where at least it felt to me that my manager or my coworkers just didn't really care about what I had to say, or didn't treat me as best as they could. They didn't appreciate me the way I wanted them to. There's definitely a lot of possibilities up there. I mean, if people are not happy with a job, they can either get another job, they can change careers, they can start their own business. Today, there's more possibilities, more options than ever before. I mean, there's different types of side hustles that didn't exist many years ago, thanks to technology, the internet. I mean, you have things like crypto now. You have side hustles, Uber. As people doing that, people don't. There's a lot of things you can do online at the comfort of your home. That it's actually a lot of fun. That can actually promote your own self-growth, self-healing. Putting on a summit, really amazing. I definitely invite everybody to an open invitation to consider the possibilities. Again, I never try to force anybody, on any of my beliefs. I think if you're open to the possibilities of listening to what other people have to say, the speakers on the summit, I think you'll learn a lot, be impressed, and be inspired, hopefully, to take positive action to live a better version of you, whatever that means. I know everybody's different, and that's part of what's exciting about the summit, is that we have so many different types of speakers. And again, they come from very different backgrounds, different careers, different cultures, different ethnicities, different parts of the world, people from the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. We have all one thing in common. We all want to have live a better life. And we now want to live a better life ourselves. We want to help other people. We're in the service industry, doing whatever we can to help other people with their issues. When people gain this level of awareness that there's a lot of out there, there's a lot of help. There's a lot of people there offering support to lend you a hand when you really need it, when you feel confused and you need that extra, support. You may not be getting it from home, from your family, or even maybe some of your friends. There's definitely a lot of people that can support you.
Sure.
Hopefully people can get that message that you don't have to feel alone. And if you're not happy at your job, your career, even your relationship, there's many people out there that can help you with that. There's no need to suffer anymore because we live in the best of times now, because there's more things available than ever than before. I mean, there's more support, there's more options. And, again, with all this, like the latest technologies, you can just jump on a Zoom call with anybody in the world and they can be there to help you. It's really amazing times. We couldn't say that 20 or 30 years ago or 50 years ago, or even before that. These things didn't exist. Now's the time to take advantage of all these, all the support that's out there. I think a big part of it is people they're not aware of it. They don't know about what support is available to them. And there's a lot more than most people realize. That's my message to everybody is, start getting that awareness of all the support and out there to help you live a better life. And again, it's in every area, whether it's your job, your career, your finances, your relationships, your family, your health issues, building more self-confidence, being more safe to be seen, being a better public speaker, whatever it is, there's much help out there to be a better version of you. And to me, it's very inspiring. It's very exciting that there's so much out there. Every day I wake up and I just know that there's much out there for me to support me in my own growth. And I hope and wish that, other people can come to that realization to them as well.
Well, if anybody's looking for change, this is certainly the way to go. And there's a lot of information that you're providing. And want to thank you, Daniel, for all your hard work. And I'm sure it's going to be a success. And we'll look forward to seeing, how it turns out. And to the next year, the next summit, and we'll talk again then.
Before we go, I want to mention to people offering a free gift to our audience as well. It's a free Safe to Be Seen workbook. If you go to my profile page on the website, you'll be able to download it for free. It's really amazing. I mean, I myself put a lot of time in it. I think a lot of people get a lot out of it, and I hope you check out my program. Again, I think it's kind of unique in the fact that I guarantee results. You have nothing to lose. Yeah. I want always people to feel 100% confident dealing with me that they're going to get amazing results. Yeah. And I said, it's time to put yourself out there, people. I said, it took me many years, almost 30 years to do that. And you don't have to wait that long. We're here to help if you really need it.
And you've done all the work for us, Daniel.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you, Liz. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.